They're trashing the industry. They're trashing the left. Ben's bringing bars like a psychopath. And the beat is insane. I am so bricked up for this. You have no freaking idea. I am so stoked. What is up, Hangover Gang? I did actually talk to Tom about this. So when he said he was dropping the new song Friday, I said, I'm going to have to see if I can keep these babies in because I want to see this off the jump. And then Tom said, it's going to be worth it, bro. Like, he told me. Tom himself told me we had to hold off. So I've had Keegan, I'm just like, just lay down, just relax, just chill. Don't push yourself. You got to get to this. I'm from the future. Subscribe to me if you want to live. All right, we're live at the Texas border, taking a break from the Civil War 2.0 so that we could check out Tom Macdonald and Ben Shapiro in FEDEX. Now, there's a lot of people that are pushing back and that are upset about this. They're upset with Tom, and I don't think he really knows why. And I'll explain a little bit of that as we go through this. If you're new here, I am Jeff D. Here on Freedom to Think. I do reactions, reviews, politics, news, current events, and most of my live streams are on Rumble. So my news show, THOUGHTCAST, and my gaming stream, JefficideLIVE. So if you like my breakdowns, you'd probably like to chill with me live. Also, I got like 50 plus videos of Tom's because I'm a pretty big fan. The guy's got some good stuff. We're going to get into this, but first things first, got to buy the song, take care of our guy. I heard that they tried to push back on the lyrics of this, so there's always some weirdness with the algorithms and whatnot, so you want to make sure we help out the artists, for these independent guys, especially the truth-telling people. I actually went ahead and liked and commented on the video, let's go! But I used my insane learned discipline to not listen to a single note of the video. So it's just been sitting here open, waiting for this for like an hour and a half. Yeah, that was crazy. I'm expecting 3 comments from every person. One is just, what do you think? What do you think of the song? What do you think of my analysis? What do you think generally? It's part of the whole shtick we got going here. The other one is a surprise, but you'll know when you need to comment. That'll be number 2. And then the third one, my wife is 37 weeks pregnant tomorrow. And I had a wonderful person offer to buy a custom mug for whoever guesses closest to when they're going to be born. So I'm going to put that in this video in the comments, the date and the time. Whoever's closest, I'm going to ship you a custom mug. I'll have to get with you probably on Twitter X, so follow me there. I need to DM you, and you can tell me what you want on it, and I'll make it happen if you guess right. So that's one of the comments. Anyway, if you like this kind of content, please like, subscribe if you enjoy. If you don't like hearing me talk, get the out of here. Like, just go. That's the whole point, okay? Just go listen to the song again if you don't like the review part and you just want to hear the song. Because I don't do that. I don't do that here. It upsets people. It upsets some people. It's true. And you're not the people I'm looking for. That's just reality. It hurts sometimes. With the tears of our haters mug, I don't think there's one better than that. Taking over this bitch.
They call me offensive, controversial. There's only 2 genders, boys and girls. They can't cancel my message because I'm the biggest independent rapper in the whole freaking world. Claim that I'm racist, yeah, alright.
Okay. Call him racist and controversial, and he's like, there's 2 genders, but that he doesn't have that overarching pressure from the ESG score BlackRock type companies that are leveraging against these ad companies. So like the ad companies and all the people who hire you are being forced to push this garbage ideology. And so even though they don't even believe it a lot of the time, the shareholder, stakeholder people who are in charge of all this investment money are saying, no, you're going to push this, you're going to do DEI garbage. And if you don't, we're pulling your investment money.
You have to force behaviors, and at BlackRock we are forcing behaviors. 54% of the incoming class are women. We added 4 more points in terms of diverse employment this year, and what we are doing internally is if you don't achieve these levels of impact, your compensation could be impacted. Okay,
we're doing the same thing.
And so it's just you have to force behaviors.
Tom doesn't give a shit because he doesn't have those kind of people over him. I can't say the same for the Daily Wire. There's just so many ads, dude. We'll get into that more later.
They call me offensive, controversial. There's only 2 genders, boys and girls. They can't cancel my message because I'm the biggest independent rapper in the whole friggin' world. Claim that I'm racist, yeah, alright. I'm not ashamed because I'm white. If every Caucasian's a bigot, I guess every Muslim's a terrorist. Every liberal is right. I don't want to talk to folks who don't get it. Go woke, go broke, no hope, it's pathetic. Pro-choice, pronouns, pro-love, you're progressive. But you ain't pro-gun, no one to protect it.
Oh, but you ain't pro-gun. No protection, bro. No protection. No, I love that. I mean, you can just take the hypocrisy of the anti-white agenda and then flip it in any direction. It doesn't freaking matter. Any direction, and it's not okay, right? Because you say, oh, it's a group of, let's just say there's a gang. We'll just make up one, the Crips, and say like a large percentage of them are black guys. Does that mean like every black guy's a Crip, or that every black guy's bad? It's like, no. Are the Crips still bad? Yes. Right? But you can't just like connect every person in one to like a few bad people of the same group. Like, you can't do that. It's messed up. I'm half Mexican. My grandparents were Mexican immigrants. So if you're like, hey, the cartel that's smuggling shit across the border, like child trafficking, the fentanyl, all this stuff, they're bad. And Trump said that. And then they're like, oh, he called all Mexicans rapists. It's like, no, he didn't. He called the bad ones who do bad stuff bad people. But you can't label all of them that way. So it's like this crazy, insane projection that you call out evil where it's at. And then you get accused of being bigoted against that group. And you're like, no, I just don't like the evil. And now the big issue that a lot of people have with Ben is you got like the ADL type groups that are pushing an insane woke ideology on people and all this horrible shit. And then anyone who goes against them, they call them anti-Semitic. And it's like, no. I'm cool with high res. I'm from New York. It's like half the people I grew up with in my school areas were Jewish. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I just call out evil wherever evil is, right? On the woke side, like he's saying, you can't go one way against white people and then never have it be okay in any other direction, which is the way the woke libs do. It's insane.
A bigot, I guess every Muslim's a terrorist. Every liberal is right. I don't want to talk to folks who don't get it. Go woke, go broke, no hope, it's pathetic. Pro-choice, pronouns, pro-love, you're progressive. But you ain't pro-gun, no one to protect it. Where the American flags at? Remember when people would hang those? They've been taken down, they all been replaced with BLM flags or a rainbow.
Yes! Oh yeah! Yes! I love it. Yeah, American flag was just cool to have. Like, everyone just had American flags growing up. From Rochester, New York. I'm from, like, one of the worst parts of one of the worst ghettos in the country. That's where I was born. Like, I was almost shot a handful of times before I was old enough to walk. And even back there, no one had beef with the American flag, dude. Now it's like it's a symbol of racism and oppression and colonialism and all that. It's so obvious that it's not. It's just the enemies of the country trying to push that on the dumbest of the dumb people here. And they're buying it hook, line, and sinker. And people like Ben specialize in making fun of those dim-witted lefties. So I really am looking forward to his bars to see what he has to bring to this. Because I think it's just going to be very rude. And he talks so fast. Initially, I thought that maybe it was AI. I thought he brought Ben Shapiro AI, like the video I did yesterday, which you guys should check out, because between High Res and myself, we went after Ben a little bit, but I think it was accurate to what it should have been. But the fact that he actually got Ben in to do some real rapping from what people have said, and I haven't even got there yet. I'm just building the suspense. We're edging here to like a breaking point. You know what I'm talking about? Let's go.
Remember when people would hang those? They've been taken down, they all been replaced with BLM flags or a rainbow. This ain't rap, this ain't money, cars and clothes. We ain't selling drugs, we ain't gonna overdose. We ain't pushing guns, ain't promoting stripper poles. We won't turn your sons into thugs or your daughters into hoes. I don't care if I offend you. I was put here to upset you. You can cry and you can scream, you can riot in the streets, you defunded the police. Now there's no one to protect you. I hope I offend you.
I hope I offend you. I hope I offend you. I love that so much. I love it so much. I hope I offend you. You did all of this. You rioted in the streets. You defunded the police. You gave up your guns. Now there's no one to protect you. People will literally get on the train to the camp and then walk into the gas chamber naked because they refuse to accept that they're wrong about their ideology. They're like, no, that's it's probably fine. It's probably fine. I didn't make the wrong choice. I'm not following the wrong leader. I wouldn't do that. And you're seeing this every day. The destruction of the progressive policies towards their people. Every big pure blue area is a shithole because the policies led them there. Like there's no insane math here. It's 2 + 2. But they've been taught that 2 + 2 = 5, and they don't understand why there's some sort of disconnect. They're just like, no, like we're doing everything that the good guys should do because we're the good guys, so everything should be peaches and cream. It's like, no, you gave up your freedom, you gave up your guns, you imported illegal migrants, which are interwoven with thugs and cartel people and pimps and just all this, the drugs, the illegal guns, which now you can't fight against because you're unprotected. So I love it. He's like, I hope I offend you. I'm so freaking stoked right now. I am so excited about this one. I bought it. So we're going to be banging this one in the gaming streams. I hope I offend you. So good. I want to hear that chorus again.
You can cry and you can scream, you can riot in the streets, you defunded the police, now there's no one to protect you. I hope I offend you. I ask myself, what would Ben do?
What would Ben do?
Let's just keep it real, facts, don't care how you feel, man. If you want my pronouns, I'm the man who don't respect.
Let's look at the stats, I've got the facts. My money like Lizzo, my pockets are fat. Homie, I'm epic, don't be a wap. Dog, it's a yarmulke, homie, no cap. Look at the...
No, it's so good. Oh, man. Like, I don't get down with Ben on everything at all, okay? Like, I told you, I'm like from the ghetto. I've been either dead broke, lower, or middle class. Like, and he's like from Hollywood, rich parents, Ivy League education, worth 50, 60 or more $1 million. Like, we just don't see the same on priorities, on policy, whatever. But he can people up on the left with the way he talks. And he's so fast. Like, he's got like a damn space computer in there, dude. So he's so quick. It's not actually surprising that he could run bars in a rap song. It's not a stretch. As soon as I heard that, I was like, oh shit, this little man can talk fast. Also, he's not that little. I think he's like 5'9", probably like 160. It's propaganda. They make him out to be like 5'1", tiny little Jewish guy. But he's like an average guy. But it's still funny. Lizzo, he just destroyed. But he's talking about his money is fat like Lizzo. That was fun. I love it. We're listening to all of Ben again because I got to process that. That shit was funny. and Tom saying, what would Ben do? And then him coming onto the TV in the anchor position. That was beautiful.
Pronouns, I'm the man who don't respect.
Let's look at the stats. I've got the facts. My money like Lizzo, my pockets are fat. Homie, I'm epic. Don't be a wap. Dog, it's a yarmulke. Homie, no cap. Look at the graphs. Look at my charts. You're blowing money on strippers and cars. You go into prison. I'm on television. Dogs, no one knows who you are.
Oh, you're going to prison. I'm on television. Nobody knows who you are. I like that they're trashing the bad parts of culture that are pushed by these other rappers and the industry itself. So I think it's cool that this is the anti-rap, right? Because Ben doesn't like or respect rap. And to be fair, personally, I wasn't really down with much rap before I got into the independent stuff, because the industry is poisoning people. It's garbage. It's trash. And so I never liked it, never really respected it. Tom's side of it, this independent, more truther, the anti-establishment, kind of this raging at the machine, but for real, not the fake commies, the rage for the machine. Even Ben is like, okay, I've seen some of his shorts pop up, and he's like watching Tom's shorts. He's like, damn, like every single thing he said is right. Like all of it is there. It's right in your face. Like Tom Macdonald represents the grumpy old guys making fun of the kids these days. Tom, this guy who's like, he worked in oil rigs and has a shit ton of tattoos, and he's a rapper, but he's like the guy making fun of the culture being so ridiculous. Ben sees the value in it, and he's down. It's great.
Epic, don't be a wap. Dog, it's a yarmulke. Homie, no cap. Look at the graphs. Look at my charts. You're blowing money on strippers and cars. You go into prison. I'm on television. Dogs, no one knows who you are. Keep hating on me on the internet. My comment section all woke Karens. And I make racks off compound interest. Y'all live with your parents. Nikki, take...
Oh, he makes it on compound interest, and you live with your parents. No, I love it. Look, fiscal responsibility is really important. So I'll bring you in on this. My credit score is insane. It's so good, but I have no money. Ben went to that financial literacy school called, I think it's called Hebrew school. And for some reason, it is very, very well acknowledged the benefit of financial literacy in the Jewish culture. I think it's like 40% of ethnic Jews are in the top 1% of income earners and rise to the top of institutions and kind of run the world a little bit. But that's its own can of worms. And I respect it. I don't hate it. It's like when you found out Trump paid not that many taxes and people got super pissed off. I'm like, hey, what are them tax codes you're using, bruh? Let me check that out a little bit. You know, it's like you need to look at a culture and the good things of the culture and appreciate those things in the culture. Maybe use some of those things in the culture to benefit yourself and your family and everything going forward. Browsing the internet without a VPN is like buying sushi from the gas station vending machine. It's a really horrible idea, and when the damage is irreversible, you'll be crying in the bathroom. I'm going to talk to you about our sponsor, Private Internet Access. It's a virtual private network, or VPN, with 30 million downloads. Whenever you're browsing online on an unprotected device like your phone, laptop, or tablet, you're going to transmit an awful lot of your personal information. A virtual private network hides your IP address and safeguards your internet connection through an encrypted tunnel. This way it shields your digital life from the eyes of those that are looking to exploit your private information. Just imagine you're having a great time doing some conspiratorial research, checking out dank memes. You don't want Big Brother snooping on you at the bottom of the rabbit hole. What's this? What you looking at there, son? The newest feature is you can use one subscription to protect an unlimited number of devices. Everything everyone in your house has. Here to demonstrate just how easy it is to use private internet access, my son Hogan. Say hi, Hogan.
Hi, Hogan.
Go ahead and open PIA app.
This one?
That one right there. Tap it. Now there's a big on button at the very top. Now it's green. We're connected.
Yeah, it's green. This one's so easy.
This one's so easy?
Yeah.
You got it, buddy. All right, high five.
Thanks, BIA.
Now, I don't take the idea of sponsorships lightly because as a former salesman, I can say anything that doesn't perform at or above expectations is going to blow up in your face. Private Internet Access is the first company that has come to me that I felt strongly enough about the product and about the deal I could get for you that I was willing to take them on board for the show. You can get 83% off Private Internet Access, which makes it $2.03 a month. I'm serious. It's incredible. And an additional 4 months for free. I love win-win scenarios, so you need a VPN if you don't have one. This is a great company. They've been around. They have proven in court that they don't log your information. So use my link, get connected, get all the bonuses and the discounts, and that will also help the channel. Thank you, Private Internet Access. You are the official VPN of the Freethinkers Rebellion. I'm just saying, maybe take a clue that these guys are making the right choices. He's making compound interest, and he's not blowing his money on strippers and drugs and cars, right? It's like he's taking whatever money he does have, putting it into business and other assets. You know, he co-founded the Daily Wire. Ben Shapiro isn't just some rando they hired. He co-founded it. I mean, maybe you don't even know that. I'm just telling you. I love that they're trashing the industry. They're trashing the left. Ben's bringing bars like a psychopath. And the beat is insane. It's so good so far. And we're not even halfway. I'm going to keep stopping. I can't not stop when there's this much to go over.
On television, dogs, no one knows who you are. Keep hating on me on the internet, my comment section all woke Karens. And I make racks off compound interest, y'all live with your parents. Nikki, take some notes, I just did this for fun. All my people download this, let's get a billboard #1.
This ain't rap, this ain't money, cars and clothes. We ain't selling drugs, we ain't gonna overdose. We ain't pushing guns, ain't promoting stripper poles. We won't turn your sons into thugs or your daughters into hoes. I don't care if I offend you. I was put here to upset you.
Ben's having fun. Do you think he'll come back? Seriously, you think he'll come back? You gotta let me know. What do you guys think? He's having fun. He's cheesing and everything. He didn't know that it'd be this fun, but he's having a lot more fun. He's having a lot more fun than when he went on the field trip to go watch the Barbie movie. You know?
I was put here to upset you. You can cry and you can scream. You can riot in the streets. You defunded the police. Now there's no one to protect you. I hope I offend you. I ask myself what would Ben do. Let's just keep it real, facts. Don't care how you feel, man. If you want my pronouns, I'm the man. I'm the man who don't respect you.
You want my pronouns? I'm the man. I'm the man who don't respect you. That is the exact answer to give to anyone who asks you what your pronouns are. If you're a man. But that shit was so funny. It's so funny. It's so real. It's such a banger. This gives me the vibes of American Flags, where it's just such a hype, you know? And I had so much fun making that one. But I feel this in my soul. Now, here's a question. What happened with the lyrics? You got to tell me in the comments, because supposedly they were trying to take the song down and they fixed it. Did Ben call his people? He's like, hey, you got to let this one slide through for us. You know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comments.
Man, if you want my pronouns, I'm the man who don't respect you. You mad, you mad, you mad. I guess it's cool to be the victim, well, I'ma be the man. You said,
oh, that should be a t-shirt. It's cool to be the victim, I'ma be the man.
I guess it's cool to be the victim, well, I'ma be the man. You said, you just try to get attention, being triggered's all you have. You mad?
Oh my God, I gotta stop again. I gotta just listen to that part again. That was another one.
You just try to get attention, being triggered's all you have.
You're just trying to get attention, being triggered's all you have. That's it. That's it. You got a generation of people who grew up getting participation trophies, where the doctors said, don't spank your kids. Don't say no to your kids. Give them the participation trophy. Let them dictate. Explain to them all the reasoning behind everything. Negotiate with them. And you know what? They turned into assholes. And the doctors were wrong about almost everything. These doctors said that eggs were worse for you than Frosted Flakes. What? These same doctors are saying that if you are a little bit depressed, maybe you should cut off your schlong and it'll fix everything. We can unwrap your forearm and duct tape it down there, you know, and make you the other thing. And then you'll be good. You'll be happy. That'll fix everything. Those are the doctors. I'm just telling you right now. So the precursor to those doctors were the doctors that said raising shitty kids that nobody likes is what you should do for your children. And because they were experts, people listened. And now we got a generation of people not like us, because my dad was 6'6" German guy, and he didn't put up with anything. Like, I remember saying no to my dad when he said, clean your room. He's like, hey, he came in my room. He's like, hey, clean your room. And I was like, no. You know, big tough guy, like 9 years old, maybe 10 years old, told my dad, no. You know what happened? He grabbed me by my foot while I was standing and picked me straight up like that. I don't know how my head didn't hit the ground. I have no idea. He grabbed me by my foot, picked me straight up with one arm, and he looked me in the eye, like holding me up, looked me in the eyes, and he, like a demon voice came out. He's like, you don't say no to me. Spun, whack, drop. He walked out. I cleaned the fuck out of my room. You have no idea how clean that room was. Cleanest room ever. And the worst part is my mom's Mexican, so she was worse. You don't get away with anything. Mexican moms. No, try it. Try it. I'm telling you. But yeah, anyway, we got the generation, and all they do is cry. They're triggered. They're offended. And is that supposed to mean something? It's like you're a weakling and an asshole, and I'm supposed to change my behavior? No, thank you. I hope I offend you. That's such a mantra. I hope I offend you.
You said, you just try to get attention, being triggered's all you have. You mad. You blame everybody else for every problem that you can. You said, I will never say I'm sorry, I ain't taking nothing back. I don't care if I offend you. I was born to upset you. You can cry and you can scream, you can riot in the streets, you defunded the police. Now there's no one to protect you. I hope I offend you.
I've talked about it a lot of times. Tom Macdonald, obviously, with the background as a professional wrestler, he's got that just big personality and his physicality and how he performs. So it's a really good combo because Ben is the straight man. He's like unemotional. He's like a void, right? So just sitting there, you know, just like there. And then Tom's all over the place doing his thing. You know, he can just walk the top ropes. Like he's a crazy person with that. But the dynamic is just really fun. And I know Tom says he likes to do stuff other people don't do. This is that thing. Like that, you wouldn't picture this combo. And the what would Ben do shit is funny. That's really funny.
Now there's no one to protect you. I hope I offend you. I ask myself, what would Ben do? Let's just keep it real, facts. Don't care how you feel, man. If you want my pronouns, I'm the man who don't respect you.
Gotta let it play to the end for the algorithm. I just gotta process this for a minute. I can't even believe it. Honestly. I can't even believe it. Wow. Here's the thing. Some people were really, really upset that Tom worked with Ben, to the point that they're saying, I'm unfollowing Tom, I'm leaving Tom, I'm out, I'm gone, I'm done. Okay, so let me explain why. And first, let me preface this with saying there is no person I agree with on everything. Nobody. Not Armando, not Donald Trump, not Tom Macdonald, not Ben Shapiro, obviously. There's a whole lot of people. Everyone. And I never expect you all to always agree with me. It's freedom to think, dude. So it's not freedom to think like you. People get pissed when I don't think how they think. But it's what it is here. So I don't care that Tom works with anybody. I'm not ditching him on it. What I do understand, though, is that Ben is Tom's core demographic. A lot of it is like a lot of you, and I feel like me. It's people who have a bit of a mixed upbringing, a bit of experience at the bottom of the barrel, right? So like I was born to teenage parents in like one of the worst ghettos. I grew up. We moved from the ghetto, but then my parents, working 2 jobs, couldn't afford to feed us out of the ghetto. So we're literally starving, but we're not getting shot at anymore, right? Because the system was broken. Because my father was in the house, we didn't qualify for anything. So the system fucked us at the very, very beginning of my life, right? So already, trust is broken and gone there. That has to happen to you at some point, and some people get all the way to adulthood before the system ever shows up negatively for them. So that happened right off the damn jump. Then I have like a sort of normal childhood I moved 12 times by the time I was 9. So from like 9 to like 14 was relatively normal for me. So I had a chunk of that. That was nice. That was really good. It was good perspective. Then I dealt with like an ugly divorce in my family and moving 4 high schools in 4 years, right? And moving across the country and starting completely over. And then I was paying for all my own shit as a teenager, moved out on my own as a teenager. I didn't get college educated. I worked like in sales and I did unglorious shit. I was like a busboy and I swept stuff and cleaned garbage and throw up. And, like I just had like a normal lower middle class experience through life. And all these people at the tippy top have been making decisions that do not support us whatsoever. They've been screwing us over. And so there's a lot of people that don't like Ben because it's such a different perspective. You have somebody who was born into not a bad situation over in California, went Ivy League. He wrote like 3 books by the time he was 21. He's got millions and millions of dollars, and his priorities do not match ours a lot of times. Because see right behind me? See this right here? That's my number one fucking priority, is we should stop the invasion that's going on. And Ben thinks we should be sending money and troops and shit to a foreign country to take care of that issue with his people, right? You get it? You get where people are disconnected there? Because I'm like, hey, bro, the number one thing for me is inflation and the border. Why inflation? Because I am broke. I am so broke. And guess what? For the people who figure shit out, like Tom, there is a system, a uniparty that owns everything. And so they impose this retarded ideology, which we call the woke left progressive side, right? And so the people who follow that are just dumb. They're just gullible, easy to manipulate, or not paying attention, or such cowards that they just go along with it because they don't want to push back against the true believer crazy people. And then those same people that own that own the other side, the right side, the Republicans. They control the opposition. And so they force you to lose. So you join the opposition, but then the opposition is rigged to lose. And so you're just sitting there like, bro, these people are damn stupid, but you are cowards and you're corrupt and you're paid to fall. It's like, have you ever seen like the boxing movies or anything where they're like, all right, now it's your turn to take the fall? That's the Republicans. That's the fucking Republicans. They take the fall and lose over and over and over again until Donald Trump. who was a JFK era New York Democrat. And anyone who doesn't see that hasn't been paying attention. Ben didn't like Trump at the beginning. He sort of is okay on board with him now. And a lot of the MAGA people want America First policy. And we'll call out all the crazy bullshit that's going on. So there's two types of Republican/conservative commentators. There's the ones who say the left are stupid and everything that they're saying doesn't make any sense, and that's poisoning the culture. And then there's the people on the right who say Tower 7 didn't just fall out of empathy for the other two towers. What the hell happened on 9/11? The people on this side will say, hey, over at Fulton County, an hour from my house, there wasn't a pipe burst when they kicked the Republican observers out to scan ballots out from under the table in the middle of the night. What the hell is that? That's not okay. That spike, the 3 a.m., where the ballot drops happened and everything went there? Yeah, what the hell's going on with that? And those people on the right, the truther people, which I would say more Tom Macdonald's people, a lot of you, and definitely me, we don't have money like that, but we're trying to fight the actual system, not take advantage of the top of one or the other side of the system. And a lot of people feel that way about the Daily Wire because they are beholden to a shit ton of ad companies and they never ask the really big and the really good questions. Mostly they just throw shots at the people captured by the ideology on the other side. Some dunk on them, others say, hey, these people in charge are the problem. And they're also paying for the top of your side. Also a problem. So, constitutional, conservative, libertarian, free-thinking, gamer, conspiracy theorist side versus the kind of shill, controlled opposition side. So we're both technically on one side, but one's playing for keeps and one's playing to make a bag and stay in line, right? I hope that clears it up for whoever actually stays this long. I really, really enjoyed that. I'm going to listen to that so many times. When the pandemic happened, I lost a bunch of money a bunch of times, right? Because I wasn't joining in on the hysteria in like 8 months later. I was just like, oh yeah, no, all this stuff has come out. I'm not in this. And so people would push back on me. I lost friends. I lost family. I lost a lot of coworker support. And I literally got thrown out of my office, suspended without pay, and lost a different gig for standing up for freedom. I literally started a revolution, a mutiny at my company and won. And then 2020, with the way that happened, I had started working on this stuff already. And when it went crazy, I was like, all right, well, I'm making content now, period. I gotta get this out to people somehow. And I don't have money. I sold my motorcycle, my prized possession, to buy this computer. The difference between a lot of us and then them is resources. This is a guerrilla warfare situation, except it's not with guns and bombs. It's a battle up here to change the culture, to introduce ideas, to correct the problems, and to expose the system controlling this uniparty that's over everything. Because we're trying to overthrow the system. We're not trying to overthrow the Democrats. Do you get it? Tom gets it.